Hit it. Oh, how you feel, brother? Feeling good. You feel good?
Hi, I'm LaDonna Redmond, and welcome back to the Detox. Listen, now I'm just going to tell you straight out what I think about our communities and some of the behavior that people tend to indulge in. For example, I personally am involved in a situation with several people, and I'm not going to name names, but let's just say that they sort of are like the Three Stooges. You know, the Three Stooges as the comedy act. But I'm being far too kind to them because the Three Stooges are considered comic geniuses. Most of the foolishness that we involve ourselves in community have nothing to do with genius. It has everything to do with stupidity. It's a distraction to the real work where we might need to be focused on education issues, particularly here in the Twin Cities, or how our taxpayer resources are spent. I got Three Stooges that are really worried about next to nothing and using valuable time to focus on personal issues that really have no place in a public forum, no place whatsoever. As a part of my work, I was involved with several people who were hired to do some work. Let's just leave it at that. And you know how people are when they're hired to do work, you know. You talk yourself up, oh, you're so talented and you're so wonderful and you just have all the right ingredients that are necessary to make a project shine. But not these three people. What they brought to the table was nothing. They didn't do any work. In fact, they stalled on the work. And what they really created was chaos. But see, that's how you know that somebody is an agent provocateur. Now, that's a really fancy way of calling somebody a troublemaker, but that's pretty much what they are. But the reason I invoke the word agent or the phrase agent provocateur is because I want to remind our communities of what happens when we have these kinds of people in our midst, in our community. People die. I don't have to go back too far in history. We can go right to COINTELPRO. And if you don't know what that is, you should look it up because it's a very important segment of African American history, particularly how our communities was destroyed from the inside out. So if you don't know them and you don't know me, then you can just look at the history. And I'll tell you just a little bit about me and what I've done. Like I said, I got involved in this food thing because of my son. Now I'm gonna tell you, anything that gets in the way of me taking care of my son is a tight, hot space. And I have every intention of moving you out of the way to get what I need for my child. And I had to get healthy food for my child. So what I was able to do was, one, bring together university community collaborations funded by many foundations to examine the issue of food access in the African American community. What have the other people done? Have they been able to bring a dime or a dollar to the community? Have they been able to hire people? I create jobs when I start to do my work. The project that I'm on right now will bring a number of jobs, a couple hundred jobs to the neighborhood. Hopefully jobs that will turn over and over and over again in terms of economic benefit, allowing people to be able to pay their bills, buy whatever kind of food they want, send their kids to college or to school, take vacations and do whatever it is that people want to do when they work every day for a living. That's the kind of work that I do. I wonder, have the Three Stooges created any jobs for anybody? Or do they just run their mouth, which is what they seem like they always do? They remind me of a James Brown song, talking loud and ain't saying nothing.